Bad River.
Nate's not happy, River. That was really bad. Nice job, River.
You just ruined the evening for yourself.
You too.
Events and forces outside my life, it kind of made the day messy and made my consciousness messy, and that transferred its way into my thoughts on my car and my build, causing me to lose focus and do what you described as getting lost in the build, and just like thinking of all the things that need to get done and how long it's going to take and all the things that can go wrong and trying to make them happen, and in conjunction with how troubled my mind was that day, it kind of just created a perfect storm. And so you related the story from the East Coast, where not necessarily external car related forces, but how you got lost in the build and how you dealt with that.
Yeah, so I got lost in the build, and I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know that I was lost in the build until I called some friends, and I was kind of like, just like, dude, I'm panicked. Like, tell me what to do. Like, walk me through this. I will like talk some sense into me, and my buddy Derek was like, dude, you're lost in the build, and I was like, holy crap, like that sounds like exactly what's going on. I've never had that before, and he's like, yeah, no, like it's a real thing. Just tackle everything one step at a time, right? So how to eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. And I was telling Nate to make a list of 3 things that he needs to get done because he's very overwhelmed with all the things that need to get done.
And I didn't like that advice because in the back of my mind, I know that if I make this 3-item list, I'm going to know how much is not on that list, and it's just going to stress me out again. But you insisted. Right,
like what's the point of making a list where there's so many more things after those 3 things? And I was telling Nate that that's true, and that's what you'd want to do, but it's an exercise in consciousness, because subconsciously, and when you're it might not even be subconscious, but when you're crossing something off from a list, right? Let's just say you have a list of 3 things and you cross, one thing off. That feels good. That's satisfying, and that breaks something up that would otherwise be so big to handle on yourself at one time. So, 3 things, and check them off one at a time.
So apparently, my life is a mess and I forget everything, and I only have one of these throw-out bearing retaining clips because I lost the other one somewhere in the last few months of the project, and I really want to have my transmission in the car today because I'm already behind weeks because ACT sent me the wrong clutch. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet. Scott's working on something though.
I'm up to something.
He's up to something. So he hasn't told me what it is. I'm really interested to see what it is.
When I got the SIR lip for the Civic, it came with a couple of mounting points. It's kind of like thick sheet metal. See if I can find one under the car. It's gonna be hard. Yeah, that clip right there in focus. I had one of those left, and I think what will work now is, where's River? I gotta get her little face in it. River, hello.
Say hi to the world, River.
She says hi to the world. River, say hello.
Sit.
Oh, yes, very good.
Girl.
Very good. Okay, so the plan is cut it to shape, heat it up with a torch, and then put it in water, really cold water.
We're tempering it.
Temper it, right, and make it more springy. So anyway, let's try it out. All right, so this right here is the piece cut and bent into shape, and now we're just going to heat it up and then heat temper it, and hopefully this will solve the problem. It's starting to glow a little cherry here, getting a nice cherry red. And in that red Solo cup, we just poured some ice cold water. Right?
Yep.
So here's the piece now. It definitely feels like it's a lot stronger. I can't push it together like I could before, Yeah, I think this should hold. We're gonna go run it on the belt sander really quickly just to clean up the edges. Do you mind if I move this down right here?
Like that?
Yeah, that's perfect. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to slide this over both parts. So this bottom part right there and this top part. And we have a good problem. It's too tight and it's hard to open up. So we'll just use some tools. So this is the original clip.
Yep.
I hope that's visible.
It's on there really flimsily. I couldn't believe this is all the only thing that's holding it onto the clutch fork.
That's the new forged Serene Faculty.
I legit have more confidence in this than that.
The tempered.
In the one we built ourselves, yes.
Yeah, that does. That looks good. Shake it around. How's it? That's so cool, dude. I'm stoked. Dude, River's pretty into it too. Where is she?
She really shouldn't be on there, but I don't know if I want to.
Hey, River. River, down. It's not a joke out here.
You go scratch my candy paint, girl.
Don't scratch the candy paints. Nate's still working on his car.
I think that's guys.
Hey.
More like enthusiasm, they're more into it.
It's the way you feel about it.
Chris over here still talking about sex. To a dynamic personality and friendship, and to a shared passion.
There we go.
Cheers.
Our turbo's not blowing up. Our car's not blowing up.
My day.
And
Reliability.
Reliability, more beer.
More beer.
More beer, more alcohol. And a great time in LA.
And a great time in LA.
And a great time.
And
In
also,
LA.
I just like it to make a note about hydration. That's really key, as well as sunscreen. If it's sunny,
Yeah, 'cause
people,
look at that
people,
burn on his face.
people are prone to burn, and I think it's just safer.
I feel like you could be so weird.
Not the
It's
tip.
like when the guy orgasms, that you gotta make him look at you in the eye too.
No, it doesn't.
Grab my
I know.
face. Look at me.
No, because she's like,
I didn't say that.
Nate,
So I'm not letting go.
you coming up?
CJ.
No, no. So how are we doing this? Brian, how are we doing this?
So whoever gets the most stars, how long you can last.
That's what she said.
However long you can last?
whoever can last with the most stars.
There we go.
You guys are being nasty.
He thought it was gonna be like,
No, he's recording
Hey,
you. He's
hey, let
recording
me tell you something right now.
No,
As good as you make it.
he wasn't ready.
So if you don't make it good, then it's not gonna be good. Right?
no, but it's like.
What?
What?
I said sex is as good as you make it.
And with that note, I like to say to our passion, because if it wasn't for our passion, we never would have met.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
And then I want to take a meal.
Salute me, familia.
Yeah! Here we go!
Jaeger.
Did we get it? Did we get it though?
Brian.
Brian.
Wow.
Wait, hey, you all skipped me.